It's a really good production for shaking you out of yourself. It displaces you and puts you on the ground level of sensing the displacement that this immigrant feels. And the way the play is structured, by making it nonlinear and by interspersing it with dream sequences, it trusts you to draw connections by yourself. It doesn't hold your hand. And to me, that's really, really exciting. Anytime we pick a show for 4615, we're always looking for something that in some way bridges the past and the present, stylistically, especially in looking at how we tell stories. And what I loved about this play is that it dealt with this incredibly relevant contemporary issue, but treated it almost like a myth. The play is structured kind of like the Odyssey in a way, so it created a sense of timelessness that could make politically and historically a very specific story have this incredibly universal air to it, and this sense of adventure and incident and excitement that I thought was really unique and interesting and moving. Saviana was a professor of mine in undergrad, and she taught me a whole bunch of classes, but the class that she taught that influenced me the most was called Reimagining the Classics, and this was where we looked at contemporary interpretations and translations and adaptations of classical pieces, everything ranging from the Greeks to Shakespeare, and so much of what we learned in that class inspired the style that 4615 pursues, about not just reimagining the classics, but looking at how the classics are viewed through a contemporary light, and looking at how contemporary works are even indirectly inspired by the classics. So probably my favorite moment in the show is something that isn't in the original script, but it's something we devised as a transition about halfway through the process that got the playwright seal of approval, which is that we do a bilingual version of John Denver's Take Me Home Country Roads, half in English, half in Romanian, and fortunately we found that a popular Romanian version from the 80s existed, but it's one of those moments that kind of sums up the tone of the play, because it's strange and funny and also unnerving and tragic at the same time.